saying, for how you gonna get fired posting a comment saying something isn't racist, and then you get fired because they're saying that the comment that you made was racist.
It's as simple as this, man. It's as simple as this, and this is it's all no critical thinking. It's all emotions. And
this is what the whole culture. It's the whole fucking.
This is what you gotta understand. Yeah. And people pretend not to understand, or they're too emotional to hear this. Check this out. If we're going to pretend that there's not a double standard when it comes to those things, we're just pretending. But here's the caveat right here, though. What black folks is saying is, motherfucker, it's been a double standard forever. Yeah. Now you mad because we saying a double standard? Fuck you. That's the answer. Now, because it's emotional. But if you look at, it's like my wife says, Dad, I sit there and say Black Lives Matter, and all these people come telling me about this Black Lives Matter organization and shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm talking about quit killing black folks disproportionately than you do everybody else. That's what I'm saying. I say, Mama, they understand that, or they don't want to understand it. And that's it. That's it. They understand black folks get shot by police, jail time, everything disproportionately to everybody else. When white people say, man, more white people are killed by cops, they are, but not percentage wise. The blacks get killed double percentage wise. When you fucking 70% of the population and they kill 100 of you, but you're 13% of the population and they kill 200 of you, the 13% feel like, motherfucker, you hurting us. Yeah. You hurting us down. Nobody needs to pretend like they don't understand this shit, man.
That's a fact.
And here's what I'm saying. If a person truly don't get it, right, then they'll listen to reason and they'll listen to the words I'm saying and say, I wasn't thinking like that. I didn't understand what you were saying at first. I get it now. And you getting those people. Look at all the white people that protesting and shit. They getting that. They saying
a lot of white people.
Oh yeah, man. If black folks don't get up there and say Black Lives Matter, it don't matter to nobody. So it's that simple, man. So anybody who wants to change the narrative, man, you know I say this all the time. Narrative changing motherfuckers are the worst, bro, because we can't get nothing done. So I'm saying, if my wife says Black Lives Matter, and you bring your own cross to bear at the argument saying, but Black Lives Matter is a Marxist and a socialist thing, sure enough, they got an organization called themselves Black Lives Matter. And I think most sane motherfuckers read what they for and be like, hey, wait a minute, I ain't for that. But my daughters, my black wife saying Black Lives Matter, she's making remarks on a black issue that is not being fixed. So she's saying the shit. Listen, I've never said Black Lives Matter. Like, be quiet. Because not only do I think Black lives don't matter, I think they showing us Black lives don't matter. And I think a whole bunch of other motherfuckers don't matter. But I'll be damned if I sit here and see if Ken say, Coach, man, Black Lives Matter. You know what my answer to that is? As a black man's son, screaming to the fucking roof, because guess what? It sure seems like Black lives don't matter to most people. And that's just what it is, bro. These people change the narrative and shit, man. You can't fucking change. It's like if I'm talking about whatever and a motherfucker brings up some shit out of left field. You're not dealing with what I'm talking about. You trying to change the shit to fit your company, man.
Well, I think listen, and this is something that I think we all face with different issues, and I think it's the state of where we are as a nation, that everyone wants to be right, and everyone wants to be right at the expense of the other person's opinion, right? So when you have someone saying, "Hey, Black Lives Matter," and then someone else comes up and says, "No, all lives matter," or this, that, it's not that they're coming to, we gotta get to a place where we're coming to the table with an open mind, truly listening to what the other person is trying to communicate, because nothing's ever going to get accomplished or changed if all we're doing is coming to the table to prove the other person wrong and leave with me feeling, okay, well, I proved my point, I'm right, and fuck whatever they're talking about, however they're feeling.
Man,
I'll get on Facebook and I'll have conversations, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's what's going on with the Republicans and Democrats, whether it's talking about sex trafficking, or whether it's talking about whatever drugs and treatments are available. People just want to be right, but they don't want to do what the right thing is, right? And so,
man,
to bring it back, yeah.
Let me explain something, man. People are scared to death of being uncomfortable. Listen, man. When a motherfucker says they wanna make bathrooms male and female, right? Yeah. And people blow it out their mind, right? People say, "What is that? My kids." I'm sorry, you're gonna have to talk to your kids now. I'm sorry. But guess what? It's your fucking kids, man. It's not my kids, bro. So have that conversation with your fucking daughter. Baby girl, mama's gonna go with you to the bathroom just in case it's a dude in there who thinks he's a fucking girl. That's just a conversation. Now, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry people don't want to talk about race. Listen, race is real. That shit's a real thing. It's real. Slavery and all the black issues, all that shit's real, bro. I'm sorry you feel bad about it. I'm sorry you don't want to talk about it. But it's fucking real, man. People don't want to be uncomfortable, bro. And me, I live in the uncomfortable. You know that, man. That don't make me think I'm right about it. I don't think I'm right. I want to learn too. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to talk about the shit. Let's talk about it. Because unless you talk about it, bro, there's no progress. There's no fucking progress, man, about anything, about police problems. Listen, as a white man who's been on the wrong side of the tracks in my early life, who's been a victim of police brutality, and to be honest with you, probably deserve some of the ass from the folks. But check this out. That's my experience. It's real. I can't even get the majority of people to agree a law enforcement problem exists, let alone by the time I can say the black side disproportionate towards the white side, towards the Hispanic side. You know what I'm saying? We can't even get to that level because I can't even get these motherfuckers to agree that policeman murdered that unarmed American on video. And you can't even say that. You sitting there going, well, what the fuck did he do? What the fuck he didn't try to kill that police? You want to try to kill the police? I know that. I can see it. Hey, man, it's all about uncomfortable. And I'm going to tell you something. Maybe I know that. Maybe I know that because my Paul said a fighter has to train uncomfortably in order to be uncomfortable in that ring. A fighter has to face adversity to see who he really is. Because when the chips aren't down, when your back ain't against the wall, it's easy to beat a motherfucker up. It's easy to talk that shit about you the baddest man on the planet. I can't be touched. But when somebody got their whole size weapon footing your ass, now we about to if you're a real fighter or not, man. And guess what? A lot of people become world champions who never had that realization yet, and then we see it live on TV. We see a motherfucker break at the first sign of adversity, man. So if we can't have that conversation, bro, this is my thing. And Manny, you know this. Man, just get the fuck out of the way, man. We got time we try to get it right. If you don't want to deal with the problem, just get the fuck out of the way, man. Point blank. Point blank is big.
Lead or follow. So what you're saying is Paulie was rightly fired?
Not only was Paulie fucked over. What he said was true.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking. That's how this whole thing got started.
Check this out.
That's how who he likes in his division. The Russians got the title, right? Because the motherfuckers are Russian.
Yeah, they bring him to me. I'm gonna knock his ass off.
There you go.
Haney says on a podcast, on a video called like Ken and Us right now.
Yeah.
Black fella says, "What you do with Lomachenko?" Haney says, "What every black kid I grew up with in a predominantly black area as a kid growing up, on a basketball court, in a boxing ring, on a football field." He said the same. I never let that white boy get me. Guess what? As a white man, I giggled my fucking ass off because I said he's still young in that mind frame, but that's good. That's probably why he's a winner. Is it racist? If you want to call it racist, whatever. But do I think he was racist? Fuck no. I think he said what we all go through on the fucking playground. He was just saying what the fuck he said. And all Paulie said was, I don't think what Haney said was racist. I just think it was dumb if we can talk about race because the Eastern Europeans been taking over boxing. Bruh, the Eastern Europeans been taking over boxing.
Yeah, they've been taking over. That's why we need to get that back.
You know, and it's not even see, even when you say it like that, taking over, they ain't taking. It's not a matter of taking over. It's just they're kicking ass right now. They
well, believe Paulie used Eastern European.
Yeah.
What he's saying is white. He's saying white people can't fight, but these white boys are making noise from the Eastern Europe. That's all.
They've been on their stuff like
you got
UK, Russian. They've been on their stuff.
Man,
we've been talking about it, man. Since about 2 years. How long we've had the show? At least 2 years, huh?
Yeah.
And from the jump, you've been asking, how are these guys over there in
Europe
learning our boxing from over here? So it ain't. First of all, it ain't like it's something new, and second of all, it's not like it's not true.
Nah, it's very true. They got the right people that's backing them and believing in them.
Man, can you imagine motherfucker telling me, Coach, Ken after the show was mad because you said what Paulie said was true. I need you to go publicly and apologize to Ken. Can you imagine what the fuck I was saying? If my mom would have told me, "Oh, you out your fucking mind," because guess what? The color part of it didn't come into play. I've been saying European motherfuckers been taking over, and I want to take it back. But the difference is, when I look at Ken Allen, you know what I see? He's an American. I'm an American. And he's a boxer. I'm a boxer trained. When I see you, you're a Latino, a Mexican American who's in boxing, who fights amateur, who owns a gym. I'm a trainer. Ken's a fighter. Us three are on the same fucking team. Hey, I want to take the shit back.
Yeah.
Let's get the fucking titles back, man. But, and I'm not going to apologize for that shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Listen. I never was a fan of Triple G. I ain't no fan of none of them dudes. Why? Because I think in terms of this is our sport, we supposed to bring these fucking titles here. Now,
and it's no different. It's no different than when we're talking about. People don't get all fucking sensitive when we talk about fucking Britain. When we talk about how we're gonna bring the title back to the USA, or
not only that,
or how.
Man, listen to them English motherfuckers. Man, they talking about America. Them English motherfuckers don't like us either in sports. Some of my best friends are English. Nah, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Listen. that is just nationally